technology violations and human rights. Hey everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that's super important in our modern world: technology violations and how they impact our human rights. With technology being such a big part of our daily lives, we need to talk about the ways our privacy is at risk and what's being done about it. So, grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's have a chill chat about why we should all be paying attention to how technology affects our rights and freedoms. Understanding technology violations. All right, so what exactly are technology violations? At its core, we're talking about situations where technology infringes on our legal and ethical rights, mainly our right to privacy. This can happen in several ways, like when companies collect our data without consent, or when there's surveillance happening without us even knowing. Did you know that a recent study revealed that about 79% of people worry about how their data is being used? That's a pretty big number. And honestly, it makes sense. With so much of our lives online, we have to be aware of these violations that can occur without us realizing it. Legal framework surrounding technology and human rights. Now let's chat about the laws that are supposed to protect us. In the US, we have the Fourth Amendment, which ideally protects us from unreasonable searches and seizures. But with laws like the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, ECPA, the tech landscape can feel a bit murky. These laws aim to keep our personal info safe, but there are tons of loopholes that can be exploited. For instance, companies can sometimes collect our data without our explicit consent. It's like the legal system is playing catch-up with technology, and that gap can leave us vulnerable. We really need to be aware of these laws so we can advocate for better protections. Case studies, violations, and their impact. Let's look at some real-world examples to really get this point across. A while back, the whole NSA surveillance scandal broke out, revealing that the government was tracking people's communications without their knowledge. This was a massive violation of privacy, and it left a lot of people feeling uneasy about how safe their data truly is. On another front, we've seen corporate data breaches where millions of personal records are exposed, often leading to identity theft and financial loss for individuals. The ripple effect of these events is profound. Not only do they affect a person's trust in government and companies, but they can also impact mental health and general feelings of safety in society. The role of law enforcement and government. Now, let's talk about the police and government. There's a growing concern that some law enforcement agencies might use technology not to protect us, but to monitor us. This creates a feeling of distrust, especially when we hear about cases where technology is being misused. The thought that those who are meant to serve and protect could also pose a threat to our rights is unsettling. We need to find a balance where technology supports law enforcement while still protecting our freedoms. It's all about transparency and accountability on their part. Addressing public distrust. So, why do so many of us distrust technology and law enforcement? Media coverage plays a huge role in shaping our perceptions, often highlighting negative stories that create fear and skepticism. When we see scandal after scandal, it's no wonder people are worried. To turn this around, we need to have open conversations, better reporting, and more transparency from these institutions. Trust can be rebuilt if they're open with us about what they're doing and how they're using technology. Let's work together to engage in constructive dialogue and demand accountability. Conclusion. To wrap it up, we've covered some heavy yet important ground today, folks. It's crucial for us to stay informed and aware about technology violations and how they impact our human rights. Remember, our privacy matters, and we all have a part to play in advocating for stronger protections. If today's chat sparked some thoughts or questions for you, drop them in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. Thanks for tuning in, and take care of yourselves out there.